All right, hello Algebra 1. This is just going to be a quick video tutorial on how to graph a parabola in your calculator and remembering all the different features that you can use on the graphing calculator. Now before you jump to your calculator on any given problem, you want to find the vertex in the middle of your table first, okay? So anytime you start a problem, your very first step should be to identify the A, the B, and the C value. Your A value in this case is 2, the B value is 4, and the C value is -6. Now to get started on your table, you need to know this middle point. And to be able to find that middle point, you're going to use the vertex formula, opposite of B over 2 times A. So opposite of B, because B is +4, starting out positive, it's going to become negative when you put it into the formula. And then divided by 2 times A, which is another 2, so 2 times 2. That's going to get us -4 over +4, and that turns into a -1. Now that -1 is super important. That's going to be the center of our table. That's also going to be the start of the vertex, -1 comma something, and that's also going to be the axis of symmetry line that we draw once our parabola is drawn. Now we can go to the calculator. So we go to our y equals first, clear out anything that's already in there, and we can type in the equation. Keep in mind your squared key is going to be right there, and your x key is this button right here. So I'm going to go ahead and type 2x squared plus 4x minus 6. And instead of going to the graph, I want to go to the table. So I'm going to do second graph, and I want to look for -1 as the x value, okay? Now, smaller than -1 is going to be the numbers above it, -2 and -3. Bigger than -1 is going to be the numbers underneath it. So that's going to be 0 and +1. And now I can fill in the rest of my y values. So -3 goes with 0, -2 goes with -6, -1 goes with -8, 0 goes with -6, and 1 goes with 0. Okay. I can also then fill in my vertex at the very bottom, so -1 comma -8. Sorry about that. I'm just going to keep going. All right, so now we're going to plot the points. -3, 0 goes there. -2, -6 goes there. -1, -8, 0, -6, and 1 comma 0. Now I can connect my points with a nice smooth curve. And on my calculator, I can press graph to make sure that it looks as it should. That looks about right, okay? Now the y-intercept is always 0 comma whatever my c value is, and remember my c was -6, so I can say 0 comma -6. I can also see that it's plotted on the y-intercept or the y-axis right here at -6. My domain is always going to be all real numbers. Now my range depends on whether my parabola is going up or down. Because my parabola is going up, I'm going to choose greater than or equal to, and it's always the y value of my vertex, which in this case is -8. So all my y values are bigger than or equal to -8. All right, and that's it as far as the calculator, being able to know how to get the points in the table as well as verify that your graph is correct.